Resolution number 110704. The City of Winsboro does hereby assure the Office of Community Development Division of Administration that as a recipient of Louisiana Community Development Block Grant funds, all activity of this grant will be operating in compliance with the requirements of Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 as amended. As a local government with 15 or more employees, the City of Winsboro further assures that the Office of Community Development Block Grant Administration that it is appointing Jackie Johnson, Mayor, as the designated Section 501 coordinator and adopted a Section 504 grievance procedure and made public notice and public hearing as a means of providing for contentions, notifications, and participation in benefits applicable and employees that it does not discriminate on the basis of handicap in its federal assistance program.
I make a motion that we accept the resolution regarding 0704.
Second.
Been properly moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You have the same right. Okay. Okay. High school advertising.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Here to follow up with what we left with last month about the erection of Don't Pass and Drive signs in the city limits of Winsboro. I submitted the proposed locations. I understood that Mr. Stinson had some questions. I did get an opportunity to visit with him beforehand as to the exact locations. Some of the locations that we discussed were may have had pavement, which we're not proposing that we tear up any pavement to drive signs only where it's able to be driven. The height of the signs is going to be between 5.5 and 6 feet at the bottom of the sign. He also raised the question of liability. The contract that I submitted has our company, Iceboard Advertising, and myself behind it as liable. The actual size of the signs was 24 inches long, 18 inches across. Maintenance, erection of the signs, and repairs of the signs will be done by my company. Any other questions or anything that I can address or answer? Yes, sir.
At the last meeting, we asked about the legality of this particular project and how it was going to be carried out. I think the council was going to do some research in reference to that, and I'd like to direct this question this time to our legal counsel.
Sure.
Basically, Tab, have you found anything that would be derogatory or anything that would cause any undue pressures on the city of Winsboro from this particular sign?
Mr. Dumas, to be honest with you, I was to get with Skipper and we were going to talk about it, and we just hadn't had a chance to talk about it this month. I know DOTD and the sign regulations have to be a certain height, certain size.
Manual for uniform traffic control.
Sure. And Skipper was going to show me what y'all were going to get together and decide where you possibly might put it on the city right away. Is that correct, Skipper?
That's correct.
Did y'all do that?
No, sir. I've received the email just a few days at the end of last week. I haven't met with McConaughey at all. He and I are supposed to get together. He's going to show me exact locations.
See, Mr. Dumas, we can't do that till we know all that and come back and give you a report on it.
Then would it be wise at this particular time to ask that we once again postpone until we get this information?
I'm just wondering if the information was gathered and satisfactory to our superintendent, could it not begin then, if they gathered the information satisfactory to legal counsel and the superintendent, we can go ahead.
Then you'd be asking the superintendent to supersede his authority and take on the authority of the legal counsel.
Not if we made a motion to give them that authority.
Then we would be giving him that authority. And I don't know if that would be in order. I'm afraid that we don't want to put too much pressure on our superintendent. Is time of the essence in this particular case, or what are we looking at? Is there a certain time limit? I mean, we have no problem with
time limit on it.
but we do want to make sure that all I's are dotted and all T's are crossed, and that's what we're concerned about. And we want to make sure that when we do make a resolution or make a decision, that it not only is adequate, but that everybody has been relieved of any undue pressure.
Sure. I understand that. I understand the process, and I would want to help any way I can to aid.
I would suggest, Mr. Dumas, that Skipper, myself, and maybe this gentleman meet within the next 2 weeks, and let's get all the information, Skipper.
Right.
And then let Skipper and I prepare a report for the council, the next council meeting.
That sounds good.
And
I have no problem with that. Then I'm going to ask that this particular subject on ice cold be postponed until the next meeting.
Yes, sir. All right.
That's in the form of a motion.
Second that.
Before you step down,
Yes.
Skip and I have looked at a list of items pertaining, to the signs, like how tall is the sign, who would weedy, around the signs, and what are some of the others?
Basically answering the mayor, they were the exact location of the signs, what the heights of the signs, who will maintain signs, who's liable should there be an accident, and who will maintain the vegetation around the sign. That was the questions that I really needed answers.
Would you like me to answer them in writing to you, or would that be?
What do you think, ma'am? Should that be something after we met, we all three met, maybe we can answer those questions?
And I would suggest we meet, not this week, but next week.
Okay.
And I'll be in every day next week, Skipper.
Okay.
And maybe Alice might coordinate the meeting.
All right.
And
I'll be in touch with Alice and see if we can kind of coordinate in our schedules and get together.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yes.